Hello. Oh my gosh. Oh, all right. We got to stay in the
I'll
center.
shift this way so I'm center of my third.
Oh, I see.
There we go. So hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm very excited about this. I'm so excited to be joined by Leanna and Lauren. For those that don't know, my name is Ashley Lauren Rogers. I am the writer of Leanna. Stop hiding behind me. I'm the writer of The Last Ring. And yeah, I'm really excited to have you both here with me and sharing this time with me. So, yeah, nope. Just slap Leanna. Yeah. So, that said, I need to start with an apology. And then we will do some introductions really quick. In the script, for those that are wrestling fans, I talk about the term kayfabe. You are probably familiar with it if you are a wrestling fan. If not, kayfabe is essentially the idea of the story being told. It is the reality that the wrestlers have in the ring, not necessarily the reality that they live outside of it. And me being stressed and tired and just trying to make sure I got all the details right for the final recording, I flipped it. So the definition in the script is the opposite of kayfabe. So wrestling fans are going to hate it, but I love
it. They're all leaving right now. They're just like, well, in that case, done.
I'm surprised I have not gotten more hate from wrestling fans and wrestlers to be like, this sweating Mark doesn't even know what kayfabe means.
Well, I think it's so early in the piece. It's mentioned like once really early on, if I recall correctly. It's been almost 2 years. And it's also early in the piece. Like it's even before you get into the real meat of it. And so I feel like it's one of those things where if people get angry about it, they rapidly go, oh, never mind. Like they get sucked into the rest of it. So that's my uneducated opinion.
I agree.
So, yay. So I'd love to hear kind of what you two have been up to since the episode aired. Why don't we start? Leanna, you're on my immediate other side. You're on this side. It's flipped. So why don't we start with you? What are some of the things you've been up to? And also, I know you are not just an actor. You are not just someone who was in this piece for me. Tell the folks listening and watching a little bit more about who you actually are and also what you've been up to these past couple of years.
Thank you, my friend. So, as Ashley said, I am not merely an actor, as if any actor is merely an actor. Performance folks are myriad creatures. So I think for me, this has been a fun coming back to theater because I came from a theater background, but my latest works have all been novels. So I am a novelist, but, I trained as a theater professional. And then I was at a Broadway callback and all I could think about was my book. So I stopped auditioning and shifted gears into, if you're at a Broadway callback and you're thinking about anything else, go do that other thing. And so in that case, for me, novels have been such a wonderful thing. So as you can see, there's several. I didn't even know how to do this to show you see, there we go. So I've written a few. They're up there on the shelf. So yeah, I'm on novel 13. So I've been keeping busy with that. But the great thing about this piece is there's a parallel. Not that I have wrestling in my novels. My novels are 19th century ghost stories. But the thing that is true is that I have a lot of allies. So I love playing allies. And my character in this show is very much an ally. She's sticking up for her friend, her colleague, this person that she thinks of as the piece progresses, as you'll hear, as a sister. So she really does, tough on the outside, but that's all really an act. So I really feel that, this kind of piece echoes the type of thing I try to do with my characters, which is create an inclusive world where everyone's welcome.
Yeah. I love it. And everybody needs to look into Leanna Renee Hieber's work because it's so good. Lauren, tell us a little bit more about you outside of here. So you and I, this was actually the first time you and I collaborated together. We had known each other for a little bit, but I brought you in to read stage directions and announce can you tell folks a little bit about sort of the other stuff that you do, as well as what you've been up to these past couple of years?
Yeah, so I am the charcuterie plate of multi hyphenates. I do acting. I do all kinds of performance, acting, circus arts, flow arts, partner acrobatics, and recently, especially during the pandemic, I've been self-producing a lot of YouTube music videos, which has been fun and pushing my editing skills. After, what's funny is that right before we did this show, as Ashley mentioned, we had met a little while ago, a little before, but this gave us the opportunity to work together and sort of feel each other out before I sort of officially joined another huge part of my life, which is Scowl, which is a organization that focuses on centering queer stories in action. It has a very wrestling-centered tilt, but I've been performing, writing, editing, producing on that as well. Doing this show is really great because it was actually sort of the first time. It was the first time that Ashley and I got to work together directly. We had been at a couple events together, but we hadn't actually collaborated. But it was also the first time that anyone was like, yes, you do the voices. And I was like, what? Nah. Which is hilarious because that's now all I do is Scowl. Especially on our web series, Digital Defenestration, which our next episode is airing on Monday at 7 p.m. Go to scowlfight.com for more.
You're so good. You're so good at that. Also,
so that's what I've been up to.
Very cool. Also, making a surprise appearance is our friend Latterby.
Latterton.
Oh no!
But can he speak? Is he speaking?
I mean, I'm not hearing anything, but sometimes he gets shy. The ladders get shy. It's a thing.
Well, he needs a mic. He's very soft-spoken.
There's a vibe.
He does. Yeah.
Vibe.
So
for
me,
I have Latterton's cousin over here. So.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
For those that have not experienced.
I have Dracula.
Dracula is the ladder of the Hammer horror.
Hello. You can't get anywhere. You certainly can't ascend.
So for me, I have been just writing up a storm. I've been throughout quarantine. I've just been I just call it quarantine, but like throughout the whole self-isolation period, I've been writing nonstop, creating nonstop. There have been a couple of opportunities that have been really big that have finally come my way. And just recently, this play, The Last Ring, I entered it into the O'Neill for I forget exactly the full name of the conference, but the O'Neill Conference. And it got semifinalist. So I was really excited about that. This was the first time I'd ever applied to the O'Neill, and it felt really good. Yeah. And so we've been building up Scowl this entire time. Like, that's been my baby. I started Scowl just as I want to do this. I like stage combat. I know this other person that does stage combat. Let's do this at a convention that Leanna was at. And then we started using it as a way to say, I have no idea if this piece, if The Last Ring, is ever going to be produced. And I say that, and I think that a lot of people look at that as defeating, and it's not. It's a very complicated play. I don't know if people will be able to get it up on its feet. I want people to pick up that challenge, but at the same time, it's a very difficult piece to stage because there's a lot of physical action, there's a lot of ladder work, there's a lot of things that could end up like a Spider-Man, and so we
and not the Tom Holland version.
No, we're talking Bono, baby.
Matthew Part, whatever his name is.
Whatever his
the
name
Pippin
is.
Dude.
Garfield.
Yeah, the Pippin Dude.
Thank you.
So with Scowl, we sort of took that to build that. We said, okay, if I have to produce The Last Ring myself, can we do this? So instead of just putting two people in these situations, we started picking apart the bits and pieces of the fight choreography that I wrote and created that as a way to sort of divvy it up amongst 3 to 10 people to see if 3 to 10 people could do these things realistically, so that when we put it in the hands of 2 people, we can say it can be done. We just need to figure out how to do it safe.
It is funny you mentioned the writing. I think the other thing I've been able to get back into is doing like play readings a lot during self-isolation. Ashley was kind enough to bring me into one of her writing groups, just to play a character on a cold read, and I've now been back several times. Just showing up and be like, this week it's this voice, got it. So that's been a pleasure, getting to see other people working or creating.
I think that it's such a good point, because I think for creative people, I mean, you know, not to say that the quarantine was easy for anyone, but if you were able to kind of just consciously make that shift and say, okay, well, I really am going to let my creativity take as much time as it needs, because what else can we do? You know, I kind of have to self-isolate as a novelist anyway, and I have to go into a very serious zone that is far away from people, because I'm very easily distracted. So I really do already kind of need to be in that space. So I think, you know, it was heartening to see, you know, writers having some time to work on the writing. I am working with 3 different publishers right now. I just said yes to everything that could possibly come my way. And then also too, you know, my fellow creative folks, you know, even though I left, I say I left theater, I never actually left theater. I just didn't have theater at the foremost focus. Yeah. You know, of my rat race. You know, I shifted into being a novelist at kind of the top tier, but always performing. That's what, you know, it was steampunk conventions is how Ashley and I met. And so, you know, and she very early on dragged me into like, here, do these things. I'm doing a puppet show. Come. And I'm like, okay, great. Fantastic. I love
you need a narrator for this puppet show.
I love being silly. This is wonderful. This is great. So, and I'm actually, you know, I have to really credit Ashley for kind of keeping me performing, even when I, you know, was really focusing on being a novelist, because I've always missed the theater. I wish I could live 2 lives at the same time. So my most recent novella is actually about a woman living all of her past lives at once. So she's living multiple lives at the same time. It's kind of something I wish I could do, have multiple careers at the same time. So check out Time Immemorial. That's my new novella, out literally just last week. So that's one of the things I've been up to, is writing about a lady who's, you know, in all these timelines, living all these lives, because I definitely feel that way as a creative person. You know, here we were kind of almost being given like infinite time, which for creative people is like a blessing and a curse too.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to do all of the things, but we can't do all of the things. Also, there's all of this, it's a very troubled time in the world too. So where do you psychically put that energy too? That's been something that's been kind of wild to work through too.
And I think for me, it was interesting because, like, similar to what you were saying in terms of just time, is I feel like it's been easier to say yes to things because it's been remote. I have a full-time 9 to 5:30 job, which used to make, it was really prohibitive for doing certain things. But I think because everyone is being very kind to each other in terms of time and mental energy, doing one cold reading once a week is a thing I can say at 7:30 is a thing I can say yes to, that I don't think would have happened in pre-pandemic world. I think I have to sort of like give voice to some of my communities in terms of like being able to engage in creativity during the pandemic, because I think especially as a very physical performer, that was an opportunity we were really not afforded. And I think that was the thing that was a real struggle for me for the first 6 to 8 months. And like, even to this day, this is since I started doing circus, this is the longest I've gone without taking classes or without training with people and counting. And I think that was really, especially as a person where that was such a part of my identity with my body, understanding what it could do and how it worked, like using it as a tool. Like I never had a very kind relationship with my body. And it was just like, it gets me from point A to point B and it turns me upside down. Ha ha. It was very jarring. But but I've been glad to see the people that have been able to engage in their art. I've been happy to see them be able to do that and have that opportunity.
So one thing, just because we have very limited time, so we're trying very hard to hit all the points that we wanted to talk about. One thing I do want to say is with this piece, I wrote it specifically because I did not see any trans pro wrestlers in the world, and I grew up loving pro wrestling. And as a trans person, I didn't pursue pro wrestling as a potential idea because I just said, there's no one like me here. Why would I? And I found out that I was wrong. There were a number of folks. There have been, and recently, Nyla Rose, who has been a former AEW champion, Veni, who is a Japanese wrestler who was in an AEW tournament. There are so many others. PJ the Whip Gonzalez, who's a close personal friend. There are a lot of really awesome trans pro wrestlers who are making it. And again, I wrote this because I didn't know if we were ever going to get a trans women's world champion, and we got one with Nyla Rose, and I am so happy. Honestly, it sucks because this is kind of less relevant now. I don't think it's less relevant, but at the same time, it was less relevant than when there was none. But I am so happy that a piece like this can be slightly less relevant for that reason.
And I think there's also something to be said for like, I was thinking about this in terms of
sorry, Lauren, I don't mean to interrupt. We do have to wrap it up so that they can get to the episode. Okay. I really do want to hear what you have to say. I love you.
No, that's fine. Never mind.
Okay. Really quick before we get into the episode, we just want to let you know that we are wrapping up this season, and in fact, this broadcast is the very last one. We have one last pop-up work session and one last play club. So, Parsnip Ship, they will announce what they're cooking up next season. Amazing, right? Good job, everybody. Yay.
We got cards.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live radio play broadcast of The Parsnip Ship Presents The Last Ring by Ashley Lauren Rogers, directed by Diane Chen, with music by Psyche Corporation. This episode was recorded live in Brooklyn, New York in January 2020, and is produced by The Parsnip Ship and Business Lunch Productions. To listen to more episodes of The Parsnip Ship and to support our mission of amplifying bold artists for audiences who crave accessible stories and storytellers, please visit our website, theparsnipship.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media at The Parsnip Ship NY to stay up to date on all things Parsnip, including upcoming broadcasts, happy hours, and more. New plays, new music. This is how we hear theater. Without further ado, The Last Ring. Enjoy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Parsnip Ship, and I'm Yvonne E. Debery, and tonight is the 5th episode of our 5th season, and we are excited to be featuring only female playwrights this season. And yes. Yeah. Remember I said react how you feel? It's a great thing. Female stories. So this season is only female playwrights, and we're bringing their dynamic stories to you in your ears. And tonight we are recording at the Mark O'Donnell Theater in the Actors Fund Arts Center here in downtown Brooklyn. Thank you again for hosting us tonight. Woo-hoo! Wow, these wrestling fans. Right? I wasn't warned adequately enough. I mean, come on, y'all. Tonight we are hearing The Last Ring by Ashley Lauren Rogers, directed by Diane Chen, and we have the very talented Psyche Corporation as our musician this evening. And this is just a content warning that this episode has some anti-trans language and slurs, so just be forewarned. And before we get started tonight, we love to ask our playwrights the question at the top of our episode: what would the world be missing if it didn't have this play?
The past few years, we've seen so many more opportunities for trans people in the arts, especially for trans women, but most of our stories are rooted solely in our pain and our trauma. Without this play, the world would be missing an action-packed piece that unabashedly features trans, femme, blood poetry.
I love how Ashley just walked away after saying that. Usually, no, it's okay, because usually playwrights stand there, but you were just like, I said that, I'm gonna walk away. I love it. And so we're gonna get started tonight with our first song by Psyche Corporation.
Hi everyone. This song is called Oh. It is a very dark song. Word by word, bait my shame, make me sorry I ever came. All you trolls tricking little boys and little girls, gonna pull the pin on my grenade and make you swallow. Oh, the chubby, timid sweetie in the cold room, oh, the one so drunk she couldn't say no. Gonna make you pay through a broken nose. They're gonna find you in a bunch of different jars, gonna find you wherever you go, cause you know they know who you are. I don't like to say vigilante serial killer, cause I prefer different words. I am a real fulfiller of the darkest dreams of 10,000 afflicted, and I tell you, they have a long wish list. I am unorthodox, and that'll cost a thumb or two. Show me your skin, because I promise I'll be flaying you. But when you think about it, I'm very traditional. I got the maiden, but I like to get personal. My hand inside your clothes into a fist, and you scream, but I like how you pull at my wrist, and you scream, but I won't let you out of my grip, and you scream, and you scream, and you scream, and you scream, oh, oh. You should have known better than to come to me weak. My beautiful creature, I'll push you down with me. I may be a monster, but you are my lover, and you are my sister, and you are my brother, and there is no other that belongs to me. You belong to me. You have always been mine. Don't need to show you, but I will. They tell you to forgive, forget, forgive, forget, forgive, forget, forget. Head floating in a violet stream. Love the smell of the gasoline. Your reinterpretations are so entertaining. She was just another slut. She was expecting too much. Oh, she wasn't in her right mind, playing with the needles. Anyone could see that she needed a friend. So you gave her medication, took her in the basement, left her in a pool of her own. My hand inside her curls into a fist, and you scream, but I like how you pull at my wrist, and you scream, but I won't let you out of my grip, and you scream, and you scream, and you scream, and you scream, oh, oh. You should have known better, but you're not gonna leave. You should have known better, but I'll make you believe I'm not like the others. I'm not like your mother, cause I understand you, and I will redeem you, and I have a plan for you and me. You belong to me. You have always been mine. I don't need to show you, but I will. Do you still remember the smoke detector shrieking madly? I was burning, you were smiling, I was crushed against the stove. I said no, And I know you hurt me, but you ignored me. You ignored me. My hand inside you curls into a fist. And you scream, but I like how you pull at my wrist. And you scream, but I won't let you out of my grip. And you scream, and you scream, and you scream, and you scream, oh, oh. And you scream, oh, oh. And you scream, oh, oh. And you scream, oh, 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 oh. Oh, my lovely, trust me, this'll hurt you more than it'll ever hurt me. I'm a-making my fist. Are you feeling this? Are you feeling this? 'Cause now I'm gonna twist, baby. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
Hi, I'm Samy Younes, and I play a bunch of transphobic wrestlers and also dad.
Hello, I am Leanna Renee Hieber, and I was Lexa.
I'm Mark Levy, and I play the misogynistic and transphobic real Jimmy Siegel.
Hi, my name is Delong, and I play as Mari.
My name is Lauren Elizabeth, and I play the announcer.
Hi, my name is John DeSilvestri, and I play Glenn.
The Last Ring by Ashley Lauren Rogers, with Japanese translations by Utsuki Otsuka. Ladies and gentlemen, the next match is a ladder match for the World Entertainment Wrestling Prima Donna Championship. There are no pinfalls, no submissions. The only way to win is to climb to the top of the ladder and remove the title belt suspended from the ceiling. Commentating on this first ever historic Prima Donna's ladder match, WEW owner Glenn Shane and WEW Hall of Famer Regal Jimmy Siegel.
Hey, boss. Good to see you back in the announcer's chair.
You think I'd miss such a historic event as the first Prima Donna's ladder match?
This is one for the history books. The classic WEW commentary team is back together and ready to call the fight.
That's right. The evolution of a revolution has changed the constitution of this institution.
What?
Are you ready to get this match started, Jimmy?
Well, Glenn, I'm conflicted. On the one hand, I'm always excited to see the Hoonies.
It's still the same Regal Jimmy Siegel. Well, what about on the other hand?
Well, on the other hand, I've been in 2 ladder matches throughout my whole career. They're dangerous, violent, hardly the thing I want to see a woman go through, especially not Tatiana Marriott.
Well, we are now bathed in that terrifying red and purple light, signaling Mirtu Mara is here to slay.
Introducing first, the challenger from Tokyo, Japan. She is the keeper of the books of death, Mirtu Mara.
Ooh, keeper of the books of death. You wouldn't think a librarian like that would get such a reaction from the WEW multiverse.
Oh, she's not a librarian. She's a demon with a grudge.
That's right, Glenn. Ever since Mirtu Mara and Tatiana's mask versus title match at Hardcore Mageddon last month, the WEW multiverse has turned their back on Tatiana and embraced Mara for some reason.
Well, just 1 month ago, you loved Mirtu Mara. Said she was the biggest, baddest, most ruthless.
That's still true, Glenn, but ever since she unmasked, I've heard of faces that could stop clocks. Well, Mirtu Mara can stop all of Switzerland.
All right, that's enough. That's enough.
Statistics have shown that somewhere in Japan, a woman gives birth to a baby every 4 seconds. I'm going to go over there, find that woman and put a stop to it.
All right. I apologize for my broadcast partner. Jokes are fine, but you've been warned about the racism?
Yeah. Well, here we go. Now this is a champion, Glenn.
And her opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut. She is the Trust Fund Princess, the idol of Instagram, and the WEW Prima Donna champion, Tatiana Marriott.
Yeah, well, Tatiana's attitude certainly isn't befitting of a champion. Tatiana won't even get off her phone.
I love when she does that.
Oh, that's nice. Taking a selfie with the WEW multiverse. Maybe Tatiana isn't as mean and spoiled as you.
Oh, like I would ever selfie with you, Brooklyn lowlife.
No, pulled the phone away at the last second.
Oh, that is despicable. The WEW multiverse were Tatiana's biggest fans until a month ago.
Tatiana is too important to be taking selfieing with anybody. I'm just glad that she realized it. It's going to be with somebody. It's got to be someone important, not these yahoos.
You once said she had $1 million body, but a 10-cent personality.
Tatiana invested. That's what smart, successful people do, Glenn. Tatiana's got drive, passion now. Passion she never had before. And it turns out I'm good friends with her father, God millionaire.
Now, why wouldn't she take her father's last name?
She was a little pretentious. She wanted to be known by her own merits, not lived in her own father's shadow. Now she's realized she doesn't need these idiots or their approval. If she's got his money, she can do anything.
All right, looks like we're about to begin. Mara handing her mask over to the official, but...
Ooh, running elbow.
That dastardly Tatiana struck Mirtu Mara in the back of the head.
My name, my real name, my kayfabe name is Mari. I've had many names, many faces, and worn multiple masks. I am now completely unmasked, mostly. I was on the cover of all the famous wrestling magazines here in America, Mexico, and in Japan. I lost my mask, my shield, my protection. When you are vulnerable, that is when they strike. I received a package. In it was my old yearbook from school and a letter. I followed the instructions on the front of the book and found a picture, my picture.
Now entering the ring, the mysterious sender.
There was a handwritten note which read, Michu Mala-san, konnichiwa, Oshisha Buli.
Hello, Mirtu Mara. I thought you looked familiar. You're a real hotshot now, must be making a lot of money, too. It would be a shame if people knew who you really were, that you were really a guy. To keep your secret safe, I will require $100,000. Instructions are below. Please comply or we'll tell the world you're a boy.
And as a final insult, they finished with the word Okama, which does not translate into English.
Tranny faggot.
Close enough. Ironic, my unmasking made me pray to so many masked strangers.
Hey, jackass!
The mysterious sender has left the building.
You know her as the $1 million Princess Tatiana Marriott, but that's not her name. She's Alexa Sharp in kayfabe, and she's not really from Greenwich or evil. It's just a gimmick, a character. It's not like her to accept such a cliche, vapid, stupid character.
Let's not forget, when I met you, you were in a Mothra costume.
Gamora. I was portraying Gamora.
I'll clarify it then. When I met you, you were dressing up as a monster in a foam rubber costume, and you were a joke. Better?
Much. People think this industry is fake, and yet it sort of is, but it's more like acting or a reality TV show.
Ew.
Who you see us as is not who we are in reality. It's a show. It's a show where we create the winners and losers, the good and the bad guys. We fake pain for a living, but the truth is we get hurt. That's why we use the word kayfabe, to talk about who we are outside of our costumes. But there's nothing fake about broken bones, torn muscles, paralysis, concussions.
Yawn.
You know, you're becoming a lot like your character, Alexa.
The people came here for a ladder match, not for you to get lost in your own head.
I'm trying to give context.
Mari, I trust you with my life. So believe me when I say some people don't care about context. Some people want to see me hit you in the face with a ladder.
Fine.
Oh, what a cheap shot. The match hasn't even started.
Well, what should they do, Glenn? Disqualify her? There are no disqualifications in this match.
All right, looks like the match is finally getting underway. It would seem that strike did little to faze the keeper of the books of death.
Tatiana might look like she's cowering in the corner now, but she's just making sure the ropes are strong and sturdy.
I hope they are. It looks like Tatiana has angered the demon.
Oh, I have to play golf with her father, Guy Millionaire, tomorrow.
Oh, what does Tatiana's father have to do with
I
it?
can't show up on the green if his precious little princess has been injured.
All right, looks like Tatiana's making a run for the ladder.
Oh, and a girl, climb the ladder, grab the title, and then quick and get out.
But Mirtu Mara has other plans, kicking the ladder to the ground.
Mirtu Mara better not wag her finger at Tatiana. Do you know how much Tatiana Marriott is worth?
Mirtu Mara not letting Tatiana win so easily. You know, she wants to fight.
Okay, I know it looks like Tatiana's on her knees begging for mercy.
Uh-huh.
She's just making sure the ring is stable.
Stop it. Ooh, fingers raked across the eyes of Mirtu Mara.
Ooh, ring safety is very important, Glenn. Mirtu Mara needs to learn that. You know that Tatiana is helping her out. If she were still wearing her mask, Tatiana wouldn't be able to rake the eyes like that, and we wouldn't be able to be subjected to.
All right, look, not another word, okay? Mirtu Mara is a gorgeous female. Oh, the trust fund princess with a spin kick to Mara's sternum.
Mara couldn't possibly understand what it's like to be Tatiana. If she didn't maintain her looks, a paparazzi could snap a photo and make a lot of money.
Oh, excellent headlock applied to Mara.
I used to want Mirtu Mara to win because of her attitude. Now I wish she had just won so she would keep her mask on.
Stop it. Oh, Mara with a punch to the gut. Jimmy, you were the one who called Tatiana a spoiled brat. Ooh, another gut punch to the princess.
Anyone ever tell you that you're too wrapped up in the past, Glenn?
Mara tosses Tatiana into the ropes and hell of a lariat clothesline right there.
Oh, God, Millionaire is not going to be happy about that.
I bet Tatiana's not happy about that. Darn near turned her inside out. Tatiana wanted to get this match over with quickly, but Mirtu Mara has knocked the silver spoon right out of her mouth with a clothesline.
That's not funny.
Tatiana's getting to her knees.
Although her father, Guy Millionaire, told me they don't have silver spoons. Silver is dirty metal. All the cutlery is platinum.
Mirtu Mara with a stiff kick to the chest.
Oh, that clothesline was a dirty move. Tatiana's family is so rich, they never had clotheslines, so Tatiana couldn't know how to defend herself.
Ooh, another stiff kick to Tatiana's chest. Look, focus on the match, all right? Enough with the hooties. Tatiana getting to her feet. Killer spinning fist. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Mara is now picking up Tatiana. Oh, by the hair.
Oh, how is any of this legal?
Hey, anything goes. No holds barred, Jimmy. Oh, Mara tossing Tatiana by the hair onto the mat.
Oh, if Mirtu Mara knew how much Tatiana pays to keep her hair perfect, she wouldn't be so disrespectful.
Well, that's probably why Mirtu Mara is targeting her hair. All right, Mara again pulling Tatiana up by her hair. The trust fund princess with a gut punch to the gut of Mara.
No. Yeah, another one for good measure.
Mara still has a chunk of Tatiana's hair. Mara with a swift kick of her own to the trust fund princess.
Let go of her hair. No.
Tatiana shoulder charging Mara, and the keeper of the books of the dead relinquishing her hold on the trust fund princess's flowing
Tatiana was gaining momentum now. Come on.
2 punches to the head of the keeper of the books of the dead.
Oh, bouncing off the ropes.
Leaps in the air.
Silver girl punch.
Mara's on her feet.
Oh, what a punch. He's dazed, but he's still on his feet.
Her feet, Jimmy. Tatiana bounces off the ropes again.
What about her feet?
Leaps in the air.
Oh.
How is Mara still on her feet? You said his feet.
Oh, well, I
all right, looking for one more for good measure. I thought she was going for a trifecta of Superwoman punches, but Tatiana leaped into the air, wrapped her legs around Mara's head, and flipped her onto her
Yeah, we've all
back.
seen a Hurricane Rana, Glenn. Duh.
Oh, the force from the Trust Fund Princess's Hurricane Rana sent Mara to the outside.
If he knew what was good for him, he'd stay out of the ring.
Oh, this is why I don't like announcers using pronouns. Just say her name if you have to. Ooh, Mara's dazed and confused outside the ring after Tatiana connected with a baseball slide kick, knocking her to the floor.
Ooh, Tatiana jumped outside, connected a running kick to the head of Mirtu Mara.
Jimmy met me as a woman. He scouted me as a woman. But now that he knows I am transgender, I'm not ashamed who I am or where I'm from, but I also didn't want it to become a big deal. I didn't want anyone to know. Transgender people have a lot of issues that cisgender people don't even think about.
The following is a gauntlet match. Introducing first, verbal harassment.
You're an abomination. You're a mutilated man. You're not a woman.
Arm drag takedown on verbal harassment. Transitioning into a crossface on verbal harassment.
You're a faggot, tranny. Oh, come on.
Don't ever call me that.
Yeah.
Verbal harassment has tapped out. Introducing job discrimination.
I found out you're born a dude. You don't have the right to work.
Mari misses with a clothesline.
Clear out your desk by 5 o'clock.
Drop toe hold to job discrimination. Mari transitioning into an ankle lock.
Yeah.
Job discrimination has been eliminated. Introducing extreme poverty.
In the U.S. alone, 1 out of every 4 trans people makes under $10,000 a year.
Mari punches extreme poverty, but her fist is caught and twisted into an arm wringer. Mari somersaults forward and reverses the arm wringer. Extreme poverty grabs the ropes with her free hand, does a front flip, and reverses the hold again.
Yeah!
Mari has stepped on the foot of extreme poverty. Extreme poverty has released the hold.
Seriously?
Making their way to the ring, the crippling costs of medical and psychological health bills.
I haven't even beaten extreme poverty.
We tend to go together.
Have you seen how much hormones cost?
And a legal name change?
And a mental health check some states and countries still require a trans person to go through for evaluation
and surgeries
and makeup
and basic grooming.
How much does this all cost?
More than you will make
in a lifetime.
Mari ducks a double clothesline. They go for another one. Mari catches them by the throat. Double choke slam! Mari has grabbed one leg from each and is applying a devastating double single leg crab! Extreme poverty and the crippling cost of medical and psychological health bills have been eliminated!
Someone's gotta lose. Sometimes that's you. No matter how much I win, I can't win them all.
Making their way to the ring, family issues.
Father.
Your technique is weak. You should be in the girls' tournament.
My father used to compare me to girls as motivation, trying to anger me.
Mari makes the first move, but family issue steps to the side.
You're good, but you're slow.
He's ex-Japanese military, and now an Aikido sensei. In his mind, there is a way things are to be done. He's trying to protect me.
Mari attempts to punch. Father sidesteps again, but grabs Mari's arm. It's like he's using her own momentum against her. He has Mari in a wrist lock.
Don't you quit.
No.
Be a man and fight back.
Stop, Dad.
Are you quitting?
Your winner and still champion, family issues.
I'm sorry I have to be so hard on you. I want you to grow up to be strong. You have to be. You're a man. If you listen to me, you will be a great...
Hey, jabroni.
Ow! Who are... Ah.
Me? I guess I'm community.
What the hell?
I will never accept you as a woman.
You know, he never actually said that.
And you never hit him. You've never met him.
Well, I'm a manifestation of your unconscious mind at this exact moment, so unconsciously, you know he never said that.
No, but he implied it.
When did you tell him?
He wouldn't have understood, I think.
Sounds like you never gave him a chance.
I couldn't risk it. And besides, you weren't there.
Are we getting back to this or what? I am getting bored hearing about your daddy drama.
So the floor is a very dangerous place to
Looks
grapple.
like Tatiana's ready to inflict some more punishment on the prone.
Ooh, Mara with a devastating knife edge chop to Tatiana.
She's reeling from that.
Another one. Mara getting a handful of hair. First onto the announcement
Right in front of us. Get the action in the ring.
Smart move on Mara's part, getting out of the ring.
She can certainly do a lot of damage.
Karate!
Did you hear that?
Oh, Mara sent Tatiana head first to the steel ring post. Her daddy is going to be too happy now.
The keeper of the books of the dead is looking under the ring. What could she possibly be looking for? Oh, it's a steel chair!
She's winding up. Get out of the way!
Oh, trust the princess is out of the way in the nick of time.
That's attempted murder. Oh, Mara almost crushed Tatiana's head between the chair and the ring post.
Tatiana was in some serious trouble for a moment there. Not quite out of the woods yet.
Tatiana's got the chair. She took it to Mara and...
chair shot across Mara's back.
Oh, it's like they say, Glenn. Chair and chair alike.
Stop it. Oh, she's doing it again.
Get her.
Once more across the back.
Take a seat, bitch!
Oh, Tatiana staggered Mir tomorrow before now, but now she's down.
This is just brutal to watch.
Oh, I normally love hearing about two women going at each other. I mean, I am of the mind that women should be obscene and not heard, but this isn't what we were talking about.
Yeah, you were talking about their hooties.
I was talking about their hooties. I heard that Tatiana was so good in history, but she was always good on dates.
Tatiana has thrown the chair on the floor. Got a handful of hair.
Oh, turnabout is a fair play, Glenn.
Jimmy, what is Tatiana doing?
That's it!
Tatiana is going for her sit-out face buster.
Tatiana is going to slam Mara's face into the chair. Oh, man. Mara with a kick to the gut. She's out of the hold. Mara is putting Tatiana in a front face lock. Oh, no, don't do that.
Mara is going to DDT her onto the steel chair.
Tatiana's not taking it, though. Mara's back connected with the edge of the table.
Oh.
Sit out face buster. Mara went face first into the chair.
I love my family. I loved my father, but he was too hard on me. He thought he knew what was best for me because he loved me in his way. I was going to go into the military like him. I was going to be tough like him. I was going to be the best man I could. Pride. I didn't know exactly who I was or what my gender was, but I knew this was not right. When I was very young, my friend's dad took us to a professional wrestling match. I saw Ultimo Dragon take on Lionheart Chris Jericho. And that was the moment I knew I wanted to be a wrestler. My father did not like this.
It's fake,
he would say. He was wrong. We know the outcome, sure, but wrestling, especially in Japan, can be brutal. There's a style pioneered more recently called strong style, where you don't hit as often, but when you do, you hit hard. Honestly, it's kind of what we do in Joshi Puroresu, women's wrestling in Japan, but there are differences. Actually, a lot of differences. No matter the style, it's about honor and performance and physical prowess.
If you're going to fight, make it worth something.
It was the women's match that hooked me. I worship women like Bull Nakano and Aja Khan. Later, I fell in love with Kana and Kare Hojo and even Gaijins like Sara Del Rey and Toni Storm. The women's matches spoke to me more.
If you want to be weak then. If you want to be a man, be a man.
I mentioned Joshi style, Joshi Puroresu. Joshi is an all-out brawl and is not fake. Well, it's not about being flashy except when it is. It's hard to describe. It is a delicate balance between flash, femininity, and aggression. Joshi wrestlers use stiff punches and it's so intense they have rest stops every 2 minutes in the old school. I was still just a kid, and I saw a video of Akira Hokuto take on Shinobu Kandori at Dream Slam. Watching them trade blows, run into the stands, drop one another onto tables, blood flowing everywhere. It was like poetry. I didn't just want to be a wrestler. I didn't just want to be a woman. I wanted to be a woman who wrestled.
I want you to be happy.
I wasn't, and I never would be. One night I took all the money in my father's wallet and left. No note, no warning, just left. If I was to attain my dream, speak my poetry, I could only do so on my own.
I just want you to be happy.
I didn't want to steal. I swore I would pay him back. I just wanted to be happy.
Mir to Mara hasn't moved since taking that face buster onto the steel chair. You've taken a chair shot to the head, haven't you, Jimmy?
Oh, multiple times. Never gets easy. And I'm a man. I can only imagine.
Oh, Tatiana's back in the ring and setting up the ladder.
Climb, make your daddy proud.
She's climbing up the rungs, but moving slowly.
What's the rush? It's not like she needs to hurry. What?
Oh, Mir Mara's up. She's on her feet. She's back in the ring.
Oh, Tatiana's petrified.
Tati with a kick to the face.
Mir Mara's reeling.
You're gonna regret getting back up.
Tatiana just jumped off the side of the ladder and hit a beautiful drop kick.
That hit the mark. but it took so much out of Tatiana as well. She should have kept climbing.
She could have made it up with time to spare if she didn't posh it to the crowd.
She's still on top, Glenn. She knows how to spend her energy. She's thrift, smart with her money. She wouldn't even tip a canoe.
No, she's just being cruel. Mirtu Mara's on her knees. Tatiana up on her feet. She's applying an abdominal stretch.
Perfect abdominal stretch, Glenn.
Mara's in pain, all right.
Tatiana is now taking her elbow into Mara's rib.
Oh, Mara must be in agony.
You want to be champ? Who the hell even are you?
Mara is mounting a comeback. Hip toss! And just like that, Mara's freed from the abdominal
Get up! Get up! Mirtu Mara's making her way up the ladder.
Tatiana is up again. Drop kick, sending Mirtu Mara crashing to the floor. Tatiana's pulling Mirtu Mara up by the hair.
You are nothing, you will be nothing.
Ooh, harsh words. Tatiana bounces off the ropes and...
Seated drop kick, that's my girl.
Oh, now Tatiana's rubbing her shoes on Mara's head. Mara's beginning to stir. Tatiana with the running knee right to the head.
I wanted to wrestle. I am not and was not a man, but because of how I was born, I would have to wrestle men. I would be forced in a men's locker room. I looked very feminine, but as puberty began to rob my face of its smoothness and hormones were hard to afford, I would have to hide. I thought back to the Ultimo Dragon. I would need a mask. In Mexico, the luchadores wore masks and have for over 100 years. Japanese wrestlers started wearing them in the 70s, but it is the Mexican luchadores who show the utmost respect for the mask. The ultimate honor for a Mexican wrestler was not to win a championship, but to win someone else's mask. In Japan, some masked wrestlers would compete in a mask one night, but a mask in the next. For me, when I put on that Mirtu Mara mask, I was hiding. But I was okay with that. When I finally found a wrestling league interested in me, I was so excited.
That league was a joke.
It was a comedic wrestling league.
Their world champion was a ladder.
Only once.
The ladder fell on top of the world champion. The referee counted 1, 2, 3, and yeah, the ladder was a world champion.
They made fun of WEW and the over-the-top nature.
Throughout its existence, they appointed world champions to a ladder, a steel chair, 3 different sex dolls, a monkey, and a dachshund.
He won the title fair and square.
He pinned the ladder.
No, he pinned the steel chair. The ladder retired.
Go out on top, I guess.
I was put into the tournament for the vacant title.
You were dressed in a foam rubber costume.
I still dominated.
You were dressed as Mothra.
Gamora. I was Gamora.
And you lost in the final round of the tournament to Ultraman.
But I did attract the attention of another promotion.
Yeah. Giant monster.
Kaju.
Call it whatever you like.
I quickly rose to the ranks of champion.
Tell them who you're portrayed.
I was a fierce and fighting champ.
Tell them who you were.
The promotion itself was based around giant monsters who came to life to battle in.
Quit stalling. Tell them.
I was Cyclops, the Cyclops.
Daiichi Kona Cyclops.
Get to the good part.
I was a one-eyed tentacle monster.
Who chased schoolgirls through the ring. And don't forget about your arch nemesis.
Ham sandwich.
He was
a ham sandwich. A giant ham sandwich named Ham Sandwich.
I think that's enough. They get the...
A ham sandwich, like a mutant sandwich.
You know, I'm not the only one working at stupid gimmick.
Hey.
Trust fund princess.
You know why I took on that gimmick?
You told me.
Yeah, if it weren't for Trust Fund Princess, we'd never have Mirtu Mara.
Mirtu Mara would have existed. She would have
been wearing a foam rubber costume, smashing fake buildings.
I would have gotten out. I had to, or else we never would have met.
You wouldn't have lasted 5 seconds. Outside the foam rubber costumes, you didn't know if you wanted to be a brawler or a shooter or what. You were boring before we met. You needed me.
I needed you. No one would fight you. You were too hard for Joshi Strong Style. But in America, they wanted models. Models who would look good but couldn't take a punch.
If it wasn't for me, they'd have put your ass in a bikini and it would have been found out in an instant.
You're crossing a line.
Why? Because I'm right?
No, because...
Quite a display. What athleticism.
You know what, Glenn? Looks like Tatiana's not quite done either.
Oh, you said it, Jimmy. Tatiana has Mara lying flat on the middle rope.
Planking on the ropes.
Tati jumps up.
We've seen this before.
Driving her knees into Mara's sternum.
$1 million knee drop.
What a devastating variation of the Meteora.
Tati sure knows how to dole out punishment. Last time I felt something that painful, she took half my assets.
What is Tatiana doing here? She has placed the ladder on Mara's face.
Whatever it is, it looks dangerous. She's pinned the ladder into Mara's face.
Tatiana just casually walking to the other side. You don't think
she could destroy Mara's clavicle?
She's going to use the ladder. She's going to jump onto the ladder and
she could end Mara's career.
If she's going to do what I think she's going to do, she could kill her.
Do it.
No. Tatiana wouldn't be that brutal. She runs up the ladder and Mara. Tatiana just slapped Mara's face.
She didn't even use the ladder.
Now she's bowing to a chorus of boos. That cocky so-and-so.
She's got the chair now. Place it across Mara's chest.
She's setting Mara up for something very dangerous.
Again.
She has evil intentions. She gets a good running start and Mara threw the chair at the running Tatiana.
Tatiana's poor head.
Little shit.
Tati's dazed but very passionate. Looks like she's going to try again.
Ramming speed.
Mara rolled out of the way.
Oh, Tatiana was going for a right knee strike, but she hit the turnbuckle.
Jimmy, you can attest. They may be padded, but...
Oh, absolutely, Glenn. It's a giant metal piece of hardware there. It makes it safer, but it sure as hell feels like ramming into steel. Oh, she's woozy. Mara may have gotten out of the way, but she's still hurt. It looks like Mara's rolled Tatiana in a pinning predicament.
2, 3, we would have a new champ.
Oh, if this were a normal match, but she can't win like that. She has to climb on the top and claim the title.
Sorry, instinct.
What a moron. We gave Mira tomorrow an IQ test before she signed with WEW, and the results came back negative.
The Trust Fund Princess is out of the pin. Mara still slow to get up.
Sound like that hurt.
Tatiana with a swift kick to the chest of Mira.
One more kick.
Running knee strike to the head of Mira.
The knees are the hardest part of the body. Well, not for me, at least.
Hey, you think Tatiana knows she could have lost the title, Jimmy?
Judging by the intensity of those kicks and the running knee strike, I shouldn't say so. Tatiana's trying to finish this. This now looks like...
That's it.
She's signaling for the spinning back elbow.
Platinum spoon elbow, Glenn.
Right, she changed the name.
Change the more than that, Glenn.
Grabbing Mara by the arm.
She has more power.
Whipping her into the rope.
More intensity.
She spins, but Mara ducks.
What?
Tatiana with a leapfrog hip toss attempt interrupted.
Oh, no.
That is a face of genuine fear and terror. She tries to toss the keeper of the books of the death again, but no leverage. Mara with an overhead chop to the chest of the Trust Fund Princess. Kick to the leg, stomp on the hand, kick to the chest. Oh, Tatiana's in trouble. Set up for a running hip attack.
Tati's getting up.
Mara's already moving, but Tatiana caught her. Standing side suplex. Tatiana used Mara's own momentum against her.
Luckily, Tatiana was way too smart for him there.
There.
Whatever, just call the match, Glenn.
Both of these competitors are out. They are really proving that they are some of the most powerful, intense, and athletic females we have on the roster. Seems like Mara is the first one to her feet.
Oh, no.
Mara is looking at her hand. Oh, evil intentions as Tatiana staggers to her feet. The smile on Mara's face much more prominent without the mask. Raising her hand to the sky. We've seen this.
No, not that and choke slam. She can put the princess away with this one.
Mara's got Tatiana by the throat. The wide-eyed smile we've become accustomed to by the keeper of the books of the dead.
This move has put away a lot of incredible prima donnas before. It's not just a slam, but the way she grips the throat. Come on, Tati. Get out of this. No.
With a stiff forearm to Mara. Oh, and another. Mara has released the hold and is now staggering.
She got out of it. She escaped the dead and choke slam. Platinum spoon, back elbow, strike.
I fight with her a lot. I know she can seem mean.
I am mean.
It's a gimmick.
Shut up.
She's highly dedicated to the craft. The first day we met,
Introducing a Tokyo locker room years ago.
oh,
Mari?
yes.
Ohayo gozi masu. Dear God, please tell me you speak English.
Enough to get by. Good morning to you too.
It's 7:00 at night. Good morning mean.
Ohayo gozaimasu means good morning. Konbanwa is good evening. Are you my opponent?
You're in a locker room.
That is true. So are you. My pants are purple.
Does that mean something in Japanese that I don't know or something?
I thought we were saying facts. I am in a locker room. My pants are purple. Both facts.
You are in a locker room, so why are you getting changed in the restroom? You shouldn't have to get changed in the restroom.
I'm very shy.
Shy? Okay. Well, this is a mistake. I'm canceling our match.
You don't want to fight me?
If you're shy, I will kill you.
I've seen your matches.
Then you know I don't play around. I took on Aja Kong. I made her bleed. She said she was scared of taking me on. It was in private, but she said it. I don't step in the ring with people who are weak. No offense. I might not get to choose who wins, but I can choose who I fight.
I need this match.
I'm sorry.
I can't eat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry doesn't give me a place to sleep.
But I'm sorry will keep you safe. I really don't mean to offend you, but sometimes people don't walk away from my matches.
I said I've seen your work.
And I've seen yours. Spent most of your career in a foam suit, pretending to be a monster. You've had 2 matches here. You puff your chest, throw people around, then use a submission hold. You want to stay interesting? Get a new finishing move. Maybe learn to strike. You want to keep wrestling? Walk away. Go home today. Wrestle tomorrow. I'm going to talk to the booker to see who else is around.
I want a match.
Okay. You sure you want to stand between me and...
I want a match.
Not so shy anymore, huh?
My father was ex-military. I have slept in the street, eaten out of dumpsters. I am strong. Anything you give, I can take.
You're not anything new. You're a wrestler. We've all slept in our cars, on the street, whatever. I'm booked to win. You want to puff your chest? Fine. I'm not going to pretend to be scared of you, though. I'm going to give it to you hard. Then when I win, I'm going to keep wailing on you. That should open up a rivalry if, and I'm saying if, I want one. If not, that's it. No shame in walking away. Or limping.
She did just that. She beat the hell out of me, pinned me, then she beat the hell out of me again. But really, she went easy on me.
I don't go easy.
We trained for months, began a feud, tried to find new ways to hurt one another. Yeah, it was fake. We were told who would win, but everything else was up to us. Then they started liking our stories in the ring, so much they stopped telling us. Made suggestions who they thought should win. Sometimes we agreed. Most of the time, we didn't care.
So here's what I'm thinking. Your move needs to look impressive. I'm thinking some sort of slam. If you're going to keep up this monster persona, go whole hog and do something monstrous or drop it.
Whole hog?
Commit or quit. Make more sense?
I don't quit.
I know. What about a fireman's carry into a cutter?
How's it look?
You lift them up in a fireman's carry, put your arm around their neck, swing them around, and fall.
Impressive.
But not your style. What if we were to start with the fireman's carry, then instead of spinning, you throw them forward and lunge, their stomach lands on your knee, looks impressive.
If I mess up...
Just because you're not doing it doesn't mean someone else won't. Maybe the fireman's carry is too much. Let's try a different family. Lifts, suplexes, pile drivers.
I might paralyze.
Mari, Jesus, why don't you just shake their hand? That can be your move. Crippling acquiescence. Yeah, give me something to work with. I have an idea. Simple, elegant, plenty of room for customization. Choke slam.
Ooh, I know choke slam.
Okay, yeah, but let's give it something more. So I'm standing, you grab my neck, standard. I push up as you lift, fall back, bump, you know this.
I know.
But here's the thing, you start it like a submission. Like
a terrifying choke. You start gripping the neck, I start fading. Oh, no. Then slam. Now you don't just have a finishing move, you have a killer move for a killer monster character.
Choke. Slam.
You want to be a monster. You grab my throat, you look me in the eyes, you smile. Your mask has the jaw open so people will see it all. You smile and you've got your monster.
Choke slam.
Keep working it on the sandbag. Next match, I'll put you over for the win so you can show it off. I'll pretend to grip my throat and cut a groggy promo. It's gonna be sick.
Choke slam. Sick.
I think Tatiana knocked Mara's head clean off.
She is certainly reeling from that hit.
She's getting that ladder again.
Tatiana could do more serious damage, or she could be going up for the win. She's setting up the ladder, beginning her ascent to a possible win.
She can do it. Come on, Tatiana. Do your daddy proud.
But it looks like Mara is starting to come around.
Oh, faster, climb. Get to the top. Come on.
The Trust Fund Princess can see the title, but her knee is worn down from that turnbuckle smash earlier.
Climb.
The title's within her reach.
Oh, my God. Mara just shoved Tatiana and the ladder to the floor. I can't look. Oh.
Neither of them are moving. Tremendous heart and intestinal fortitude are being shown by both these prima donnas tonight. We want to remind you all to stay tuned after this match for the grudge match of a lifetime. Ron Cena, Stone Johnson, 2 out of 3 falls match.
I hope we have time.
These prima donnas are taking a little longer than expected, but we've come to expect the unexpected here at WEW. This match, this ladder match, is really showing how far these females, these prima donnas, are willing to go and the sheer talent the prima donna division has.
They've always had talent, if you know what I mean.
You're talking about their hooties, aren't you?
You certainly can't teach that, Glenn.
No, it looks like Tatiana's the first to her feet. She's picking up the ladder, very gingerly. She sets it up. Could she be going to climb again?
Oh, Mara's now crawling.
Oh, hell no.
Tatiana runs off the ropes and kicks the ladder over onto the back of Mara.
That's right.
Cloverleaf time. Cloverleaf time.
She's calling for a Texas Cloverleaf. In all the matches these two have had, Mara has never submitted to the Texas Cloverleaf.
Even if she wanted to, she couldn't for this.
Mara's tapping out.
She tapped.
This is huge. Mara has never tapped out.
Why couldn't this have been a normal match? I'd be sipping some champagne on God Millionaire's yacht by now.
She let go, and it appears she's headed out of the ring and into the crowd.
What's she doing now?
She's grabbing a fan sign?
It says, Tatiana, use my sign?
What? What? Oh, there was a road sign in there.
That's a dead end sign, Glenn. Dead end from Mara, that's for sure.
The disrespect. She threw the sign on the ground, setting up for a. Oh no!
Send out face mustard directly on the sign.
In our Japanese promotion, our matches were being picked up by Japanese, Mexican, and even some American wrestling magazines. People wanted to see what we do next. What we did shocked everyone, even me.
Introducing a ladies' locker room in Hokkaido, Japan, about a year ago.
Lex, you know me.
I do, and you know me well enough to...
Oh,
I'm terrible sorry. I shouldn't be.
Regal Jimmy Siegel?
Yeah, he was just leaving.
Sorry about this. Alexa, at least consider our offer.
I've stated my terms.
You know what? Can't authorize. It's too large of an investment for WEW.
If I go, I don't want to lose to some former cheerleader who can do a cartwheel, smile, and flash her, what do you call them again, hooties?
I'll go.
No. Stay, Mari. You should hear this. Jimmy, will you agree to split the 2-year contract between us into 1 year apiece?
What?
You love us. Renew us for longer. You hate us, we go back to Japan.
We?
And you'd be okay with this as well? Relocating to the U.S., wrestling for the WEW?
Jimmy, you came to me. What is this, your 3rd time? You want to turn the prima donna division around? You want people to take it seriously? Show me. Put your money where your mouth is. I will sign if you sign, Mari.
No, you should just...
I need someone I can trust. Someone who can keep up with me.
I can't authorize.
Jimmy! Call who you need to, get it authorized. Otherwise, you're leaving empty-handed. Get it done or quit wasting all of our time.
All right. I'll tell them. No guarantees, but I'll tell them.
All I'm asking.
Don't you want to go back to America? You should have just...
WEW might be big right now. They may have a lot of money. And yeah, they want to completely overhaul the women's division. But they can't do that without us. Both of us.
I don't know if I want to go.
You don't go, I don't go.
Think of the money.
I didn't fight at carnivals, sideshows, auto shows, or strip clubs just to become someone's puppet. I've always brought myself up on my own terms. They want me, it's on those terms. Give me a damn fight. Someone who can match me, or else everything is wasting everyone else's time, money, and careers. Say you'll do it or don't. Either way, I'm fighting you, and everyone else needs to keep up or get the hell out of our way.
We were flown out to Connecticut to meet with Glenn Shane, the owner and COO of the WW. We met separately.
Introducing a swanky office in Greenwich, Connecticut, sometime after.
You do understand that this is very unorthodox?
I do, yes.
Reviewing your matches with Alexa, I have to say, I'm impressed. I love what I've seen. I do think you would make a fantastic addition to our ranks. I just need to... I'm going to be frank. Are you or are you not on performance-enhancing drugs?
No, I am not.
Steroids?
No, very much no.
But I hope you understand. We have to take these things very seriously, so there won't be any surprises on the mandatory drug test, I hope.
Drug test?
If there are, tell me now. No sense wasting any time or money on the drug test.
There are a few things you will find. A testosterone blocker and
You take these substances.
They are injections, hormone injections. I've been buying them on the internet. I'm in the process of...
Wait. Did you say testosterone blocker?
Yes, I have to for...
I don't understand.
I did want to tell him. I didn't want to tell anyone. I just wanted to live. I wish I had my mask for the interview. I wish I could hide. But I told him, because if they told Alexa that, they would not hire me because of a failed drug test. I could not have her think I was an addict. And I could not tell her myself. I just wanted to live. I just wanted to work. But if I was to do that, I needed to tell them. I'm transgender. And you need to know that if I'm going to work with you.
Okay. Just so you're aware, you are not legally required to discuss this any further with me.
I am sorry. I will go.
No. I'm saying that because we as a company, we do not discriminate. We need to inform the medic.
No!
Mari, we're not going to out you. Look, we at least need to get you to a primary care physician and alert them that you're taking on a very dangerous job. And stop taking hormones from over the internet, okay? We can help you find someone who can help with your hormones. And I am specifically not asking or assuring what you have or have not done, but if there's anything procedurally you need, we will work with you to help you. We can't provide you healthcare, but we can pay a very competitive rate that should help with this, and we take the health and safety and well-being of our employees very seriously, incredibly seriously. You tell us how we can accommodate, and we will, but we need to know you're keeping healthy, and we need to alert emergency responders and our medical teams of a potential injury you may encounter. You understand?
Yes, I understand.
Good. So, assuming that those are the only substances that show up on your drug test, I'd like to officially offer you a slot on our roster.
He was the first person I told. Healthcare would have been nice, but it was good to know I had support. The magazine continued to run breakdowns of our matches with pictures. They loved the work we were doing. They said we were changing the face of Prima Donna division. They also said,
I can't believe you're reading that crap.
Introducing a WEW locker room a short time ago.
it's good to know what they talk about in the industry. What matters to the,
What matters is what we think of the industry, not the other way around.
I think I like to hear their opinions.
You do whatever. What are they saying?
Well, they love our matches. They love the little throwbacks to our matches in Japan. The only thing they don't like...
I don't care what they don't like. I don't. What is it? What don't they like?
Your gimmick.
Whatever. It's just a gimmick. My in-ring ability more than makes up for a shitty gimmick. Who cares?
I think maybe you do?
No, I don't. I know myself. I know where I come from. What the hell is your gimmick? What is a Murtu Mara anyway?
A Buddhist Shinigami, a demon that makes people want to die. It is said that if possessed, one would want to kill themselves because of the shock.
Okay, that's pretty brutal. And the keeper of the books of death?
WEW added that based on the Yokara, a demon that decided the time of people's death.
You don't feel awkward portraying a god?
I'm not Buddhist. It's fucked up, but you do not have a trust fund.
I know what I am and what I'm not, all right? I do the gimmick, play the part, we get what we want.
We?
Yeah, we get to go out every night and what?
What do you really mean by we?
Drop it.
Are you doing this for... You are playing this gimmick because of me.
I only look out for myself, okay? I brought you along so that you can help me, my career, that's it. They want me to do a gimmick for a little while.
The gimmick is...
Everything I stand against. Yeah, I know. I go along with the gimmick and they sign you. That was the deal. I play the trust fund princess and you play the Buddhist god of suicide. David and Goliath, but chicks. Mari, the truth in what we do is never the truth people see or that they're told. The pain is real. The craft is real. The fabrication helps sell the other realities. The pageantry is what brings people in. I can't stand shooters, submission wrestlers, amazing at their craft. Yeah, they are, sure, but there's no pageantry in rolling around on the mat. Yeah, I'm playing ball, sucking up to people, playing by their rules, but it's still on my terms. That's why when they told me I needed a submission hold, I went with the Texas clover leaf. Reminds me of where I grew up, wrestling with my brothers in the backyard, being told I had to be a cheerleader when I really wanted to wrestle, forcing them to let me on the wrestling team, competing against men and kicking their asses, training to go pro and being the only woman. So again, I'd wrestle the men, even though I'm bedazzled all to hell, even though I wear a vest that would make Liberace cry. Beneath all the glitz and glam they put on me lies the truth. I know people see it even if they don't see it. You go out and act like a monster. The truth is you are one of the kindest, gentlest people I've ever made bleed. It's only the nicest, sweetest people who can play the best monsters. Oh, hugs. Okay, all right, that's enough. Just so we are clear, I never said any of that shit.
I understand, Domo.
Meant every word I never said.
Can you believe she would do that? Hide a road sign and play tight?
You gotta do what you gotta do in this business, Glenn, and sometimes you've gotta stack the deck yourself.
All right, looks like Tatiana's setting up. Oh, not another one. Not another face buster. Mara's had
Do
enough.
it!
Ah!
No!
Mara reversed the face buster and turned it into a spine buster of her own. Jimmy, have you ever seen anything like this?
Again, no, Glenn, this is revolutionary.
Mara now setting up the ladder. Could Murtu Mara be going for the title?
Tatiana's up.
Trust Fund Princess is favoring her back and her knee.
Oh, forearm to the face.
Mara sent reeling into the rope.
Trying another platinum spoon reverse elbow.
Mara ducks it. Bounces off the other rope. Double leg lift on Tatiana, but
I think Miramar was going for another spine buster or maybe a spear, but the trust fund princess turned into a sit-out face buster.
Oh, that must have taken every ounce of strength to try to deliver that spine buster.
Both of them have seemed to have expended all their energy, Glenn.
They are not moving.
Oh, I hate watching this.
Oh, no, I see. Oh, it looks like, yes! Miramar is crawling towards the ladder. Oh. The keeper of the books of death making her way to the ladder.
So is Tatiana.
Both using it to steady themselves, climbing slowly to the top on either side of the ladder.
Wait, come on, go, climb faster, come on.
Both making it to the top, now trading strikes. She caught her. Miramar has caught Tatiana's punch, wrapped her hand around the throat and the
No, she can't do this not from up there. Not from the top of
Looks
the ladder.
Like it's time for a dead end choke and slam.
I took a huge risk in telling Glenn that I was trans. Then they forced me to take an even bigger risk.
Introducing Greenwich, Connecticut, about a month ago.
We're not asking you.
I won't do it.
People have been clamoring to see you unmasked. It'll be good for
I won't unmask. I don't want people to see my face. It's disrespectful.
In Mexican wrestling, sure, but in Japan?
They only remove the mask by choice. Their choice. This mask is who I am.
Do you want to be defined by your talents or your mask?
I want to keep my mask. I took the name of Buddhist God for you. I play a monster for you. I need my mask.
If it's because you're trans, don't worry about it.
Excuse me?
Jimmy.
People will eat it up.
You
Trans
told him.
is the new gay Caitlyn Jenner.
I can't believe you.
Jimmy, can we have a moment?
I'm telling you, if you work the trans...
Jimmy! A moment, please.
Fine.
I'm sorry.
Promise.
I had to tell him.
He is not a medical professional.
No, but...
I can't.
Look, it was a shitty thing to do, I know. But he asked why you got a single locker room. I told him it was a disability. And
disability?
I had to tell him something.
I don't want to unmask. I don't want people to know, and it's my decision.
Your character can only stretch so far in a mask. We give people a face, and you become a human.
I'm already a human.
Not to them. To them, you're a mystery, and sooner or later, mysteries get solved. You can do that on your terms and get a little play out of it. Or you can wait for some jackass working backstage to take a picture of you with their phone. But mysteries get solved.
And when this happens, I will deal with it. Goodbye, Glenn.
You got to do this or we name someone else #1 contender.
You two told me.
Your character needs to expand, to grow. Let your character grow.
If I wanted to continue doing what I love, if I wanted Alexa to continue, I had to remove my mask.
Introducing a locker room in Cleveland, Ohio, shortly after.
Are you sure you're okay with a mask versus title match? I'm taking your mask,
I'm not okay, but that is the gimmick.
This goes beyond a gimmick. You wear your mask at bars.
I'm doing what I have to do. I'm playing a ball.
Don't lose who you are.
I know who I am. I don't need a mask to be me.
All right.
Earlier today, I received this letter, a threatening one. So I quit. I left a note for Glenn and walked out of that locker room, the arena. Did not know where I was going. I just left.
Introducing outside the Barclays Center, Brooklyn, New York, a few hours ago.
Ow!
What the hell?
I'm sorry.
No!
Please, just let me go.
You don't get to do that. You don't just get to leave, stranding me.
I had to.
To quit? To throw me to whatever supermodel the WEW could find for me to beat? They told me I was supposed to take on Brooke. Her name is the same name twice. I doubt she could even climb a ladder. I said, no, I'm taking on Mari. They said,
I can't stay here.
Bullshit, after all I've done for you.
You did it all for yourself. You said so every time, bringing me here, making me unmasked.
I didn't want you to unmask.
It was all about you. You said.
I lied, okay? In this business, you can't be too soft. You can't be soft at all. So many times we were this close to being forced into an evening gown match or a bra and panties match. And then
You don't understand. I need to go.
then I'm leaving too.
You can't. You're the champion.
They'll figure something out.
I'm doing this for you.
If you can quit, I can quit. I can't fight Brooke tonight. What if they tell me to give my title to her?
No.
If you're in trouble, I want to help you.
No, you wouldn't understand.
Make me, please. You're my only true friend, Mari. The only one I trust.
I've been lying to you.
When?
I'm transgender.
Oh. Okay. When did you lie to me?
I've been lying this whole time. For years, I pretended that wasn't. That was normal. I didn't want to think about it, but I'm not normal.
That's it? That's what you've been lying about? Okay, sure you didn't tell me, but you never lied. Fuck, girl, you be you. I'll fight you any day. I'll fucking take you on right here. We find a time machine, I'll go back in time to when we met, and I'll tell myself not to go so easy on you.
That's shitty. And you said you never go easy.
I say a lot of things. If this is you, own that shit. They're looking for us to do a double turn, make me a heel, and switch you to being a babyface. You want to own it? I can start calling you a tranny or...
Please don't. Don't say that, not that word.
I'm sorry. I was just saying I will do whatever it takes. Say whatever terrible things you need me to make you the biggest babyface in the industry and let you kick the shit out of me because I,
Finish.
Shut up.
Please finish. You said you would do anything.
Yeah, that's not fair. I fucking love you, all right? I've never respected someone as much as I respect you. I need you. You're the greatest person to ever shed my blood. Anata wa watashiro onei-san. You're my sister.
No.
Oh, again with the hugs. All right. Cut it out. You gonna be ready for the match?
Choke slam! Off the ladder! A dead end choke slam off the ladder!
They're dead. They have to be dead. They're both dead.
Have you ever in your life
Never
seen
the
anything
Prima
like
Donna division.
Not any
Dead.
division. Oh, Mirchubata. She's getting up.
Oh, no.
She's climbing the ladder. The title's within her reach. Can she do it? Can she pull the title from the ceiling?
Here is your winner and new Prima Donna champion, Mirtu Mara.
I am overcome with emotion. Thank you. Thank you. I used to be homeless on the streets of Japan. I never wanted anyone to know me, to know who I was. So I hid behind a mask. I became the monster I needed to be to stay safe. I'm not hiding anymore. I am proud to be WEW's first openly transgender Prima Donna champion. Domo arigato gozaimashita.
Well, we did talk about evolutions and revolutions within the Prima Donna division.
Certainly did, Glenn. Even a little touched by the display. But how does Tatiana feel?
Well, looks like we might find out. The trust fund princess is on her feet, staring at the keeper of the books of death.
Is Mara extending her hand in friendship?
At least a sign of respect, but will it be reciprocated?
She shoved Mara's hand away?
But look at that hug. Have you ever in your time seen Tatiana hug anyone?
It's like what you say, Glenn. Expect the unexpected with WEW.
I said in that moment, no more mask. I am me. But if I was truly ready to be me, the champion doesn't run. I had someone to call. Forgot about the time difference from America to Japan.
Introducing a much needed phone call.
It rang 5 times, and I almost hung up, but on the last ring,
Moshi moshi.
Moshi Moshi, Sumimasen?
Who is this? Do you have any idea what time?
I'm sorry. You long ago had a son and he ran away.
Is this a prank?
Don't hang up. He used to train with you. You taught him Aikido, Daisuke.
Daisuke?
That was his name. My name.
You sound so different.
I am, Dad. I'm sorry I ran away.
Okay.
I took all your money and I ran.
Daisuke.
I wanted to pay you back. I've been working to do it, but I'm not Daisuke. Not anymore. This is really hard for me, Dad. Ever since I left, I had to bring myself up on my own terms, and WW, they want me on those terms.
The wrestling company?
Yes.
You always loved wrestling. Why now? What do you mean you're not Daisuke?
I want to reconnect with you, but if you're not interested, that's fine. Say you'll do it or don't. Either way, I'm happy. I'm fighting and everyone else needs to get out of my way.
You've said a lot, Daisuke. What should I call you if not Daisuke?
It's Mari now, Dad.
Mari?
And I'm a woman. I've always have been, but now it's official.
I don't know how to.
You don't have to. It's fine. I'll go.
Are you happy?
What?
Please tell me. Tell me you're happy.
Yes, Dad. Very happy. I've made my life worth something.
I wish I knew what to do those years ago, but I think we both knew I couldn't. Knowing you're happy and that you're safe and alive, knowing all that makes me so happy.
I am, Dad. I love you.
Thank you. I'm sorry, that is all I can say right now. I need time.
Okay, I understand.
You wouldn't want to call me sometime, though? Sometime that isn't 4 a.m?
I would. Thank you.
I didn't want you to be me. I just wanted you to be happy. I pushed you so you could become happy, but I pushed you too hard. Who you are, that's going to take some time to get used to, but I do love you. Know that.
I love you too, Dad. My whole life I hid behind masks, foam, rubber, costumes, gimmicks. I hid behind assumptions. I'm not hiding anymore. A champion doesn't become a champion if they're hiding.
End of play!
Come for the power, come for the pain, come for the glory, come for the game.
The power, the pain, the glory, the game. The power, the pain, the glory, the game. What if I told you you could be special? What if I told you you've got potential? Special, potential, special, potential. What if I told you you could be great? All you have to do is do as I say. You could be special, you've got potential. I'm here to help you, hear and obey. Now dance for me, my marionette. Dance for me with no regret. I'm behind your every step. I'm behind your every breath. Taking the ache for perfection, you arrive for direction. Say it doesn't hurt. Now give it all your worth. Forsake the specter of choice. Be my vessel of glory. bury my voice? What if I told you power is a privilege? Head down, mouth shut, you are gonna work for it. Dare you to tell me my power is a privilege? Dare to defy me? Have you got the courage? Dance for me, my marionette. Dance for me with no regret. I'm behind your every step. I'm behind your every breath. Dance for me, my marionette. Dance for me with no regret. I'm behind your every step. I'm behind your every breath. Do you still feel the rush? Do you still feel the pain? Do you still have the guts to keep playing the game? Choke on the rage and bury your tears. You will serve my kind many more years. My marionette, dance for me with no regret. I'm behind your every step. I'm behind your every breath. Dance for me, my marionette. Dance for me with no regret. I'm behind your every step. I'm behind your every breath. Dance for me, my marionette. Dance for me with no regret. I'm behind your every step. I'm behind your every breath. Dance for me, my marionette. Dance for me with no regret. I'm behind your every step. I'm behind your every breath.
So before we get started in the interview section of our episode, I just want to give another shout out to our really dope as fuck cast tonight. So great, so great. Let me put this here. Okay, so Ashley.
Yes.
What was the inspiration behind this play? I love it.
Yeah, so it comes from a lot of different places. One, my absolute love of professional wrestling. I grew up watching it. It was something that it spoke to me on such a huge level, and it still does. Honestly, some of the most intense emotions I've ever felt have been at a wrestling event.
Mm-hmm.
And so particularly at the time that I was writing this one, this was when WWE was finally listening to the hashtag Give Divas a Chance hashtag. That whole thing started. And I said, like, all right, I want to write something that I love. And I want to write something. I'd just gotten into Queen Wynn's work.
Mm-hmm.
And his whole thing is writing about stuff that he loves and finds interesting. And so for me, I said, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write a really over-the-top play that I don't think will ever be produced because it is entirely too complicated. And I'm not going to limit myself.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, and one thing I love that, and I also grew up watching wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Hell yeah.
Eddie Guerrero. There were other people. There were many men. I was just
There were.
I was just watching a lot of men just be angry, and I was okay with that. But one thing I really did love as a child, I watched a lot with my dad, was that it just inherently, wrestling is a very theatrical event in itself. Like when I found out that the storylines were crafted, it blew my mind. I was like, how is this possible? Especially, sorry, I'm going on another, especially because, Donald Trump was on episodes and like Steve McMahon would just like whack the future president with a metal chair.
Talk about Vince McMahon? Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Donald Trump is the only U.S. president in the WWE Hall of Fame.
That's bizarre. That's crazy.
It's a whole thing.
Although I think Obama could take him in a match.
I completely agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Let's push for that.
Yeah.
So one thing I love the theatricality of this play, and specifically, you know, knowing that, you know, it's a very visual play.
Yeah.
You know, and you even said it yourself that it's one that will will be very difficult to produce. I don't think there are not many things that are unproducible, I think, but this would be very difficult to produce because you would need wrestlers. But for this iteration, this is audio. And so the people who are listening and were not in this room, a lot of those sounds were made by the actors slamming things and hitting on their chest and making those very, very audio pieces of the play really feel alive. So how did you approach writing the play to have a balance of both the visuals and the audio? Because usually a play leans one towards the other. And I think yours does a great job at giving both equal viability.
Thank you. Yeah. For me, the adaptation was very much taking what I wrote in the stage directions and trying to figure out how I can make it not just, oh, they're reading stage directions. It's, okay, we've got these commentators and these commentators are saying things already.
Yeah.
So let's make them actually call the match the entire time. And so for that, it added a lot more flavor to these fights. And with any fight that I write, I always try and put a little note saying like, hey, make sure that you cater it to the expertise of the people that you hire.
Right.
If they're good at one thing or they're good at another thing, or this person has a background in like judo, yeah, play up throws, play up more judo. But I wanted to write kind of the match that I wanted to see.
Yeah.
So I pretty much just fan booked a match. Pretty much.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
One thing that really struck me about your really dope response to the question, what would the world be missing about this play, is that you touched upon something that I find to be very true. And it's one major reason why I programmed this play this season is that when it comes to plays that are about trans folks or centered around trans folks, there's a lot of violence and a lot of sadness and pain. And this play, I think, kind of subverts that because it's within the theatricality of a ring, of an actual wrestling ring. But it just does what I just want to circle back to. Why do you think that there is this overwhelming amount of stories that are just trans folks, violence? Okay, yeah, that has to be the crux of the story, even also from trans folks writing these stories. So why do you have any thoughts about that you would like to speak to?
Yeah, I mean, the number one reason that tends to be the narrative that we see is because people who generally hold the power believe that that's what will sell. And so that's why that's all we tend to see very often. And so especially when we are telling our own narratives, it tends to translate to that. It tends to be like, all right, well, I want to get something that'll actually be seen, so I guess I'm going to have to focus on this. Now, why that becomes what they think will sell, I think it's a lot of this idea that cis folks, people who have been in power for a long time, when they are crafting, when they are allowing space for trans narratives, it's very much well, if we're not going to tell the transition narrative, why even bother having a trans person? Why even bother creating this character?
Right.
And so for them, that's the only story that trans people have to tell. And I think that that's becoming, I don't think that that's still the case. I think that that is absolutely changing. And now that we're hearing a lot of other really awesome trans stories, it's blossoming. But that is where this has come from. And I think that it's very hard to change someone's mind if they think, particularly if they have power, if they think one way.
Right.
But it can be done.
Right. And what can you mention a story or a play, anything in media that you think does that well in this new changing landscape?
Yeah, I mean, Pose is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Pose does a really good job of that every single time. Honestly, there is, what was it that I was watching recently? There was a really fantastic show, and it had a trans character. Ultimately, like, just watch
Euphoria?
Pose. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
So Euphoria is fantastic. It's difficult but it's amazing. There was a movie that we watched. I actually watched it with a friend of mine who's here called Assassination Nation.
Mm-hmm.
And it is complicated. It is violent. It is like, absolutely do your research on this movie before watching. But there is a trans character who is unabashedly trans, but also just living her frickin' life. And I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we're kind of like, I'm just jumping all over because my brain is like, poo, poo, poo. So many questions to ask you. Who's your favorite wrestler?
Ooh.
Because you post on Facebook a lot
All the time.
about wrestling. Like even yesterday or 2 days ago, you were watching like a Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes.
And I was like, wow, Ashley's like I feel like I'm watching the match with you.
Yeah, no, I post about wrestling a lot because I'm very passionate about it. I would say my favorite right now is Asuka. She is phenomenal. They book her poorly because that's what WWE does, especially with wrestlers of color. But oh my God, she is, even when she's booked to lose, she looks phenomenal. So yeah, she's my favorite, but I grew up on Kane.
Kane!
Right?
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
you remember
that
Kane?
motherfucker!
Yeah.
Is he still alive? Wasn't his brother Undertaker?
Yes.
Undertaker was always dying. And he'd come out all slow and like, and you'd be like, oh, you're not dead yet?
He is,
No, he was always coming back.
Yeah.
It got to a point where it was annoying. I was like, oh, just retire.
and then he became a biker for a little while.
Good for him.
Yeah. I mean,
good for him.
Yeah. Why not?
Second career.
Yeah. But yeah,
say
Kane
never.
is now the mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee.
Wow!
The man who used to light people on fire and shock Shane McMahon's testicles
Wow.
is now...
Maybe Shane McMahon is a Horcrux.
Maybe.
It's a theory. Maybe if you hit Shane McMahon, you become a political official.
Yeah.
Maybe we should all go to Shane McMahon and hit him.
Yes. Let's all get elected into public office.
Yeah. Maybe we might edit the part where I said we should go to Shane McMahon and hit him.
Let's not threaten people.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're cutting a promo. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't come for us, Shane McMahon. So we're gonna start wrapping up, and I have my last few questions, which are the first one is so 100 years from now, because now we're 2020, 100 years from now, 100 years ago, I should say, white women, specifically white women, were given the right to vote, and things were ratified, and yay. Now, but looking forward, 100 years from now, where do you see the role of women, or where do you see women in the future?
I mean, immediately in roles of leadership. That's what I'm hoping. I also see women and just everyone in general championing trans issues, because I think that is something that people are, I'm not going to say finally coming around to, but at the same time, publicly, it is a lot more not accepted. I don't want to use that word, but it is we're finally seeing strides in very public ways. And with that also comes obvious blowback. But at the same time, I think if we as people are going to move forward, we need to respect one another, which is just such a vague thing to say, but really, truly, true respect.
Yeah. So we are transitioning to the next question because this person...
I'm used to weird transitions.
Yeah.
Go on.
So if Donald Trump were in the room, 60 seconds, what would you say to him? See what I meant about like respect and then the weird transition. Yes.
See, because I knew that you were going to ask me that. Honestly, I have made it a habit not to waste my breath on people that I don't think are actually going to listen to me. So if he were in the room and this was a room that other people were around, I would probably try and appeal to those who are listening about understanding basic humanity and empathy, and how empathy is strength and not the other way around. But again, I don't think that he would actually listen to me. And so I wouldn't waste my breath on him.
Completely valid. Yeah. And last question. Super, super, super easy.
Ooh.
What'd you have for breakfast this morning?
What did I have for breakfast this morning? Oh man, I had 99-cent chocolate covered donuts and a coffee from a bodega.
Yes. Yes. That bodega donut hits you a different way.
It's so good. I need to stop having it all the time. It's only $1.
That's why it hits you a different way.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Ashley, for that really dope interview. So we're gonna start wrapping up, and I just want to say some thank yous to all of our artistic collaborators who were a part of making this episode happen. So I want to say thank you to our cast tonight: Delong, Leanna, Renee, Hieber, John DeSilvestri, Mark Levy, Lauren Elizabeth, Samy, Nour, Younes. The Last Ring was directed by Sagan Chen. Our musician tonight is Psyche Corporation. Woo. And The Last Ring was written by Ashley Lauren Rogers. Yes, the fan club ran deep tonight. Yes. Thank you to Luke DeCola, our sound engineer and sound editor. Thank you to the TPS team and Business Lunch Productions. Thank you to the Mark O'Donnell Theater for having us in their space again tonight. The Mark O'Donnell Theater at the Actors Fund Arts Center is a state-of-the-art black box performance venue and rehearsal space located at the lobby level of the Skirmerhorn in downtown Brooklyn. It's a program of the Actors Fund whose mission is to foster stability and resiliency and provide a safety net for performing arts and entertainment professionals over their lifespan. For more information on how the Actors Fund helps people in every area of the performing arts nationwide, visit actorsfund.org. And before we get to our last song, I just want to say again, thank you for listening to The Parsnip Ship. Please follow us on Facebook and Instagram at The Parsnip Ship NY. If you would like to help support The Parsnip Ship, please help us grow and reach new audiences by sharing your experience and episodes across social networks. Hashtag The Parsnip Ship at The Parsnip Ship NY. Please check out our previous seasons and follow us wherever you listen to your podcasts. We are available on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, wherever else you listen to your podcasts. Our November episode, Abraham's Daughters by Emma Goldman Sherman, is now available, and Maria Soñando by Erlina Ortiz will be available soon. Join us for our next live recording happening Monday, February 24th for What the Black Girl Found While Searching for God by Taji Sr. And oh, yes, we have a very exciting announcement about submissions for season 6. They open up this Wednesday, January 29th. Next season will only feature queer musicians and queer playwrights. So if you are a queer musician, queer playwright, please submit to us. You can find out more information on our website at theparsnipship.com/apply. And this episode was produced by The Parsnip Ship and Business Lunch Productions. BLP is a leading creative agency based in New York City, working with creatives all over the world. The Parsnip Ship is a fiscally sponsored project of Brooklyn Arts Council. New plays, new music. This is how we hear theater. And oh, yes! That has to say in the recording. That was beautiful. I don't know who did that, but I love you. Thank you for that burst of joy. Well, with that, Psyche Corporation, take it away.
This is a song called The Institute. It's also the subject of my second music video ever, which you can find at youtube.com/PsycheCorp. That's PSYCHECORP. It's called The Institute. Turn and face the wall, it won't hurt at all. If you close your eyes, promise I wouldn't lie. Turn and face the wall, place your hands behind and don't let them see the fear in your eyes. If I built you, if I made you, if I gave you everything good in me, if I sold you to the other side. Would you promise salvation would be mine? Salvation would be mine. This is the institute where we break little girls just like you and remodel them as excellent women and remodel them as excellent wholes. This is the institute where the troops come to be shrink-wrapped and stupefied. All this flash within a clockwork that never cries. And before you believe it, you too will believe in the institute. Oh, the institute. Baby, it's the institute. Baby, it's the institute. No, your answer doesn't matter, for the truth we've chosen is all we'll believe. Your machinery defines your destination. We have the correction to what you perceive. Strip down to your guts and lay them open. Before you're fixed, you must be broken. Don't apologize. No one's gonna save you just because you're polite. This is the institute. We on the other side. You wanna gamble with us, you're gonna choke on the dice. Where the troops come to be shrink-wrapped and stupefied. All this flash within a clockwork that never cries. And before you believe it, you too will believe in the institute. Oh, the institute. Baby, it's the institute. Baby, it's the institute. I'm incurable, love. You inherit it all. Everything that you see, you even get my disease. You've come to the place where we show you the proper way to break little girls. Strip down to your guts and lay them open. Before you're fixed, you must. This is the institute. Don't apologize. No one's gonna save you just because you're polite. This is the institute where the troops come to be shrink-wrapped and stupefied. All this flash within a clockwork that never cries. And before you believe it, you too will believe in the institute. Oh, the institute. Baby, it's the institute. Baby, it's the institute. This is the institute where we break little girls just like you and remodel them as excellent women and remodel them as excellent wholes. This is the institute where the troops come to be shrink-wrapped and stupefied. All this flash within a clockwork that never cries. And before you believe it, you too will believe it in the institute. Oh, the institute. Baby, it's the institute. Baby, it's the institute.